I'm Gil Smart with Vote Water with yet another example of how Big Sugar's capacity for political nonsense knows no bounds. Today, February 4th, the budget conforming bill was filed with the Florida Senate Appropriations Committee. There's a lot of stuff in there, but lo and behold, what do we see? A provision that would basically enable Big Sugar to do an end run around the new Lake Okeechobee System Operating Manual, the LOSOM process that will guide how the lake is managed for the coming decade. If you saw my last video, you'll know that all of a sudden, in the last month, the South Florida Water Management District started talking about the need for a 1.5-foot buffer zone in LOSOM so that the lake doesn't fall below what's called the Water Shortage Management Band, which might trigger cutbacks for water users like Big Sugar, which relies on lake water for its irrigation water. The district asked the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to commit to, quote, explicit reliance on the district's recommendation when the water level would get within that buffer zone. Well, today we get the second part of this equation. This appropriation bill stipulates that the district would have to certify to the President of the Florida State Senate and the Speaker of the Florida House of Representatives that any recommendation it makes to the Corps, quote, do not diminish the quantity of water available to existing legal users, like Big Sugar, and would not otherwise adversely impact existing legal users, like Big Sugar, and on and on. Several other provisions that would basically stipulate that the interests of water supply would be paramount. Whatever the drawbacks to the northern estuaries, to the ecology of the lake itself, to the Everglades, Big Sugar, Big Ag won't have to worry about a thing. And once again, this is how it works in Florida. The powerful industry wants what it wants, regardless of what that might mean to everybody else. They enlist weaselly legislators to do their bidding, and the legislature as a whole will naturally sign off on this august measure that does so much to protect the small farmer and the poor utility customer who might have to stop watering his lawn. Make no mistake, this isn't about the little guy. This is about the biggest guys of them all. And if this end run means more water in the lake, harming the vegetation of the lake, if it means more discharges, more algae in the northern estuaries, well, the big boys don't have to worry about that, right? It's no skin off Big Sugar's back. So when our legislators tell us, as House Speaker Chris Sproul said this past week, that they're determined to leave Florida's fragile waters better off than they found them, it's your cue to laugh, because this is a joke. Our legislators' heartfelt commitment to our waters is exceeded by only one thing: their heartfelt commitment to Big Sugar, Big Ag, Big Industry, and whatever those big boys want. I'm Gil Smart with Vote Water.